Hey everyone, and welcome to a bit of a different setting really for Wargame Online and me and Mike in particular.
Yep.
We've been talking very recently about starting World War II.
Well, bolt action in particular.
So yeah, starting bolt action. So Warlord Games have got bolt action. If you haven't ever seen it before, if you've been stuck with the sci-fi or the fantasy settings, as me and Mike have been for our entire wargaming hobby basically, it's basically World War II. So you get your infantry, you get your tanks, you get your planes, and you can play out historical battles. You can just play skirmishes of battles that never even happened. You can invent your own, and it's something that's never interested me until now.
Yeah, I don't think it's really been something I've ever really looked at before, to be honest. But it's definitely grabbed my attention.
I mean, initially we were looking at it. We don't know much about history. That's the first disclaimer. We don't know
history.
We don't know history. We'll leave it at that. We will get a lot of stuff wrong, and we would like as much help as possible to learn everything, or learn as much as we possibly can. So we've got a huge list of books, we've got a huge list of movies and TV series and documentaries, but we still would like more. So if there's anything that you would recommend, put it in the comments below. If we haven't got it on our list, we'll add it to the list and we'll get through it. So you're doing the Americans, I'm doing the Germans, and we want to know what sort of engagements they had and what uniforms they wore at the time. Because you're not too fussed about the camo straight away, are you? You'll pretty much do whatever. Or is there one in particular you want?
I'm thinking more keep it more standard looking is what I'm thinking, rather than going camo.
Doing the olive green?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what camouflage can the Germans use then? And what can their tanks be painted in to match with the olive green of the Americans? I would ideally have liked to have done the dark grey, or something quite simple. I don't want to do loads of camouflages that would require me to mask off the tanks or use airbrushing initially. So if there's anything...
We're definitely going to be heavily weathering. That's something we're going to do.
Yeah, do a lot of weathering. We're going to do a lot of converting, customising everything really as much as we can. But the time period we're going for is mid to late war. So that's a little bit of information that we needed to let people know that we're doing. We've been sent a bunch of stuff. So Rubicon models, Steve at Rubicon has helped us out. He sent us some tanks and armour initially. We've got 3 tanks and 2 transports each for us to start the armies off. So that's been superb of Steve and Rubicon to send those across to us.
Yeah.
We'll be doing separate videos, and we're going to be doing this as a series, like almost like an intro to World War II.
And I don't know if you were the same. It's like, I've not ever really been fussed with it. Because obviously we've always been in that Games Workshop bubble, and we have now finally started to branch off a little bit more. And obviously these are on a little bit different scale as well as what we're used to.
Yeah.
And it's realistic things. So you're not looking at fighting dragons or firing futuristic laser guns and that sort of thing. So I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully try and get it as accurate as we can. So although all the information we're going to try and look at, we're going to need you guys at home to help us out as much as possible as well.
Yeah.
So WGO needs you.
And on that note as well, Osprey Games have sent us loads of reference material. They've already offered to send us even more. They've said, what do you want? And we'll get it out to you. So Osprey have been extremely helpful with that side of things. There's been loads of you already on the last live show, and since then sending us links as well, which has been awesome. And there's been a load of you again which have said, I've never played historical, I've never been interested, but I'm now watching.
I think the best one that I'd seen on the Facebook group was, I thought about this before and decided no, I couldn't do it, but it's like, I don't think I can do that this time around. You guys are doing it.
Yeah. Because we don't have a clue, and we're learning. So we're learning the history, because we don't know anything about history. We know limited stuff. We are learning all of the different uniforms, the camouflage, the theatres of war, and then we're also learning a new game system, which isn't Games Workshop based. So that's another deep pool to jump into.
And painting in a different style.
And we're learning painting in a different style. And we're also going to, I mean, we don't normally do scenery, you and me. That's Phil's thing. Phil does the scenery, but I think we will definitely look at doing a board. We're looking at doing a trench system, at least at some part. Spellcrow have said they'll help us out as well, so we may be getting a trench system from them to
I think we might need a lot of flock as well, is the other thing we're going to need if we're going to have, because I imagine for this, I imagine it's you've not got tons of cover like you would do with 40k. I imagine it's quite open fields, mudded dirt roads, broken buildings, bombed areas.
Yeah, we're going to need scenery, we will need normal buildings, like actual buildings, not sci-fi stuff. We'll need fences, we'll need styrofoam.
Even little bridges as well.
Little bridges, yeah. We can do like little scenic...
We could have some water effects and
stuff.
We
could do countryside and then we can just destroy it. So that's what we'll do. If it is something that would be interesting you, please do follow us. The next video will be an unboxing on your American tanks.
Yep.
And then we'll do a video on my German tanks, and then we'll do the Osprey books. We'll have a look through the bolt action stuff that Osprey have sent us, and then from there it can go anywhere. We're going to do as many as we can really in this series of a learning experience, and it'll be good to have as many of you on board as possible, and a lot of you veterans that have done this helping us along the way to learn new stuff. So thank you for watching this one. It's more of a disclaimer to say don't hate us and shout evil names at us because we don't know what we're doing our best. And yeah, if you like the video, give us a like, comment as always, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you.
Bye.